All right, good evening. This is Weather Hangouts, and I am tracking post-tropical cyclone Hermine. My name is Corey O, and you see the radar right now. Watching, you see these lines right here over by Norfolk as well as Kitty Hawk. We're watching these lines of wind bands, sort of like, and these are really strong winds. We even had an 80 mile per hour wind gust that flipped over a semi, unfortunately killing a man um, near Cape Hatteras earlier today due to that 80 mile per hour wind gust. And then I want to show you the visible satellite. With this, you could see the low as well. Show you the 8 o'clock advisory. Still the same as it was at 2 o'clock, looking at maximum sustained winds of about 60, 70 miles an hour. It's moving to the east-northeast, though, at about 12 miles an hour, and we got pressure down to 998 millibars. Expect that to decrease as it slowly pushes to the northeast at about 12 miles per hour again. It's about 205 miles to the east of Norfolk, Virginia, and about 195 miles to the southeast of Ocean City, Maryland. So definitely something to watch here. And what's really cool about visible satellite is that you could actually see where the low is. Now, this is a few scans ago, but still, you could see very well where the low is, and then we have all of it coming in and then coming out, which is really cool. And we also have rainbow tops where you can see where the thunderstorm activity actually is. And now, this system actually didn't have any type of thunderstorm development really at all. But you do see that one cell to the very far east of the center, which is nowhere near land, but still could definitely be I'm not even going to say possibly, most likely going to be probably causing water spouts way out in that area. Definitely frightening at night. But you could again see where that low is by rainbow tops. But you see, there's no moisture around this area. It's all to the far northeast of the system, to the east of uh, New Jersey as well as south of Long Island. We're watching that. And then another cool thing is this is courtesy of Earth Null School Net. You could see very well where all this is, and I want to show you where it's pulling in. So it's pulling in that way, and then it's pulling into the center that way, and then right in the middles where that low is, and then um, that's again going to slowly be pushing to the north northeast or the east northeast at about again 12 miles an hour. Something to watch, definitely for into the next few days, as I may possibly affect as that probably going to be affecting the northeast coast. So I also want to show you this. This is the threat for tropical storms. Right here, you could see generally where that threat is. Uh, you see almost nearly 100% chance. So it's most likely going to be a tropical storm as it moves to the east northeast into New York City. Definitely going to be having to watch storm surge, which brings me to this. Oh, you see storm surge watches and warnings posted. You see that New York is currently under that storm surge watch, as well as this tropical storm warning. You see the cone doesn't exactly bring it into Long Island, but it brings it just close enough. And you've seen how massive the system's starting to turn into. Doesn't necessarily have the moisture with it, but it could definitely cause the wind and the waves, which are mostly the two most dangerous things if you live along the coast at least. So again, you see those tropical storm watches and warnings up from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, all the way down to Hatteras, North Carolina. Expect those in Hatteras to expire most likely by tomorrow morning. Show you the future cast. You see this is GFS, and I do not have Euro because I'm going to show you Euro tomorrow. I want to see the scan first. But you see where the low is going. I think it's going to miss New York City, but it's definitely going to be bringing in some of the definitely most of the bad weather into at least New Jersey as well as New York, which is going to be where the mass of the majority is going. So we're continuing to watch this fluctuate throughout this evening. And I also want to show you this. This again, radar. Nothing really going on too big there, but we do have a severe thunderstorm watch out. Watch number 464. This does include McCook, as well as Hill City, Goodland, and we see a few of those supercells start to develop. That's in effect until 6 a.m. I want to show you here water vapor imagery. It's all being caused by this trough right through here. You see it's coming in California, and it's going out, and it's bringing all that moisture into Kansas, as well as Colorado, as well as Nebraska, and Wyoming, as well as Montana, where actually Montana is actually in a winter weather advisory. They could possibly be seeing about 3 to 5 inches of snow in the next few days, which is really big up in those higher elevations. Pretty interesting for early to mid September. And then we're also watching all these cells start to develop. I'm not going to read all of them, but you see north central Washington County and northeastern Colorado until 7 p.m. Look for quarter-size hail. Damage to vehicles is expected. We did see that confirmed tornado yesterday. That was by law enforcement yesterday, but we're going to be continuing to watch this throughout later this evening as we watch for more cells to start to develop. Western Sherman County, you are under this severe thunderstorm warning until 7 p.m., 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and penny-sized hail. Moving on into Nebraska now. We're watching a severe thunderstorm warning for Crawlins, Cheyenne, Dundee, and Hitchcock counties until 7 and 8 p.m. there. And then we're watching this real nice supercell, maybe even having a little rotation on it for portions of Prowers, Ben, and Baca counties. That one's in effect until 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And then we have this severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Graham and Sheridan counties until 7:30. Look for half-dollar size hail as well as the 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. And this one's starting to form a little bit of a hook as well. Decatur and western Norton counties. Until 7:45 p.m., we're looking at 60-mile-per-hour wind gust as well as half-dollar size hail. That one's expect hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. And we're also looking at this flash flood warning that's currently in effect for central Red Willow County in Nebraska until 9:45 p.m. Central Time. We also have this severe thunderstorm warning for central Red Willow County in Nebraska until 7:30. Watch for 2-inch size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. People and animals will be injured if you are out in that hazardous weather. Definitely going to have to watch this throughout this evening. From the Weather Hangouts, Choreo reporting.